Hello, and welcome back to the Real Talk podcast. It is me, the Dinkster, and I'm joined with Showtime, and only Showtime. We lost all of our funding, so we can't get any guests
Which is
anymore, which is sad.
very
So
sad, which is why we need your support.
we
Please go
do.
to our GoFundMe.
Here's our link to our GoFundMe. We're gonna link it in the description. No, we're not. But we are sitting here on this fine Easter, and we've realized that we are horribly bored, and that nothing
Yes.
is going on, and that we're in this quarantine, and people can't meet with anybody, people can't even socialize. So we are simply here to talk about that, and also I believe that Showtime has talks about the Day of Reckoning. Is that right?
Yes, the Day of Reckoning. The Day of Reckoning, yes. It is not only Jesus who has arisen today, it is also my hatred for Call of Duty as a whole. Call of Duty, okay? I've been playing Call of Duty for the past. Well, I mean, I've played a lot of Call of Duty in my time.
In your
And-
days, yes.
In my days, I play a ton of Call of Duty. I don't play it as much as I play Apex Legends, but I've played a lot of Call of Duty.
Okay, but you played more Call of Duty in your life than you played Apex Legends in your life.
Not true. I probably have more.
Are you sure? You've played a lot
I've
of Call
played
of
a
Duty.
lot of Apex. Okay, you don't want to know my game. Apex.
Oh gosh.
Listen, whenever I play Call of Duty, usually it's like for 2 hours. Whenever I play Apex, it's like 9 hours straight. But in recent days, I have been playing Call of Duty for the long haul. Yesterday, I played Call of Duty all day, all night. The day before that, I played Call of Duty, took an exam, played Call of Duty,
Chill
went to
out.
bed.
My
okay?
gosh, why?
The reason why is there's the new season came out, right? Season 3. And there was a new pistol. And really the only reason why I was playing was I was grinding this pistol. And because this pistol is like the only it's stupid, okay? There's this new pistol that came out and it's like, oh, you can get, if you unlock all the attachments for it, you can get like burst mode. You can make it into a burst pistol.
Yeah.
The only burst pistol. So it's like a close to a full auto pistol, right? It's like the same pistol from Modern Warfare 3, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's just
go
a
for
hit. I really wanted this pistol, right? So I basically just grinded this pistol for like 2 days straight. I leveled it all. It's like max level, and I got a kit. Like I got dual wield with it. I got the burst thing with it. And the thing is, I had been playing hardcore with it like the whole time, and I was like, wow, this thing is so good. It's a one-shot kill. But then I went to the regular game, and it's like mediocre.
So you're saying
And,
you wasted all of your time trying to get this gun, and then it just
Yeah.
turns out to be a flop?
It's good, but it wasn't as good as I thought it was because I don't want to. Because I was playing hardcore, right?
Yeah.
It's like you have no health and like it's whatever. It's like hardcore mode.
More quote
like,
realistic, yeah.
Yeah, but it's like easier to like grind stuff, right? Because like you level up faster because everything is like easier to kill with.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, basically I came to the realization that it's just like it's good, but like it's not amazing or anything, and like I've just been wasting my time. And
All your time has been wasted for
and
the
here,
past couple days.
that's not even the big problem. Okay, I'm low key proud of grinding it, and it feels good to have gotten the attachments, and it feels good that when I equip the pistol, it's like, dang, this thing is like one of my few weapons that's maxed out. Cause like I don't play it that much to like max. Okay, so let me restart. Okay, let me restart. It's confusing.
No,
Okay,
please,
so-
take your time.
Here's my problem with Call of Duty, right? And I'm not. Oh man, I should have got my thoughts together better than this. I have so many things to say. Here's my number one. Number one, I'm not gonna waste my time by making a video and getting my thoughts together because Call of Duty doesn't deserve my time.
They don't even
of
deserve
making
your
and editing
time.
a video. It's not worth editing a video. Okay, there's plenty of videos out there complaining about Call of Duty, so I just want to talk about it in this podcast episode.
Fair,
Number
yeah.
two, okay. Number two, the community, the type of person that plays Call of Duty. And this is what scares me. The type of person that plays Call of Duty seriously, which I don't know if that's me or not, because I don't even know who I am.
You don't know who
anymore,
you
so
are. You've lost your all
I've
sense of
played it-
identity. Yeah.
I've played it so much. Am I the person that plays Call of Duty all the time? But the person that I think plays Call of Duty all the time is the scum of the earth. People
Yeah.
who play Call of Duty, people who like stream Call of Duty, people who record Call of Duty videos, who the channel is all Call of Duty videos. You aren't athletic. You aren't. I don't believe. Okay, they're not actually good at video games. Okay, Call of Duty, there is no skill involved.
We are gonna
okay?
get.
That's what I'm saying.
I just
Listen,
want to say before you go any further, this is the exact
going
same
all
argument
over.
you made against FIFA players and like any like 2K
Yeah,
players
okay,
out there.
listen, okay. Yeah.
You made the exact same argument, and we're gonna get a lot of hate.
I don't
because-
care at this point.
because of this.
Okay, listen. And then, okay, listen. Just with, okay. I don't even know how to, listen, but Call of Duty, I would put it in the same book as FIFA players, okay?
That's bold.
I would. Like, maybe one step high. There is some skill, I'll tell you that. There is some skill. But the level of skill, the level of learning is minimum, okay? It's just, it's a gamble every time you play that game. Every time you spawn in, it's a 50-50 chance if you die. And everyone who's a big Call of Duty fan, they say the same thing every time whenever someone complains, or you're just bad at the game. Every single time, okay? That's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard. I've been playing for 9 hours straight. I've played for 10 hours,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
I played all day. I can't be bad at the game, okay? I just can't. Okay, I played for so long.
I
There's
think
I'm
you just can't
definitely above
accept.
mediocre.
I think you just can't accept your failures. You're worse than you think, and you're trying to cope with that.
I can't because here's what happens. Okay, here's what happens. So I just discovered a game mode that I had a fun time playing, but it actually makes me go crazy, which is cyber attack. And it's like search and destroy. So you have 1 life, but the difference is you can get revived, right? So it's like, oh, this is sick. I won't get mad because I won't like die and get revived or whatever.
Yeah.
I played it. I had a really good time. I really like this game mode, cyber attack. I've never been into it. It's like 5v5. You have 1 life, but you can get revived, right? And it's really fun. And so about 80% of the time, I'll get first place every single game, right? I'll do pretty good. And then there's that 20% of the time where I just get I get killed. But like every single time I die in that game, I feel like it's not my fault. That's what Call of Duty is. So annoying, okay? No matter, there's like, maybe I've died twice ever where it's been my fault. Where I've done that. I feel like that's an accurate thing to say. I feel like,
what do you mean by not your fault? Like, what does that entail?
Like, every time I die, I feel like, oh, dude, that's not how it looked like on my screen. And I look at the kill cam, that didn't even happen. Like, I'm behind the wall. How did he shoot me? This doesn't make any sense.
You're saying like exploits and glitches in the game that make it so that you fail.
I feel like Call of Duty's always been like this though. I feel like their servers are just like, I don't know what it is, but every time I die, I feel like that's not what happened.
Yeah.
It just isn't what happened. It makes me, and it's like there's nothing more annoying. And it's the only game that does that. Like, I've played Battlefield. Then when I die, oh, it makes sense. Or like, maybe because Battlefield doesn't have a kill cam. Maybe because Call of Duty is the only thing with a kill
it's
cam.
because you can see how you actually died. Yeah, probably.
No, wait, that's not true though. That's not true though, because I know, like, in Call of Duty, there's a ton of times where I'm like, I feel like I'm behind a wall and I die, and I already know before I see the kill cam that I was behind the wall. So no, it is Call of Duty, okay? I'm not even gonna go back on that. Every other game I played, Apex Legends, Battlefield, I never feel the pain I feel when I die in Call of Duty. I don't know why it is, okay? It makes me so angry. That game is stupid. There's no skill. There's guns in it, like the 7.25 shotgun, which it's basically a shotgun that can snipe you from 8 miles away, and there's no
slugs or something.
No, you can't put slugs on it, and that actually requires skill. But like the regular shotgun itself is, and then there's riot shields, okay? And everyone's like, oh, riot shields are okay, but literally everyone laughs about them, but they're pulled out every single game. Every single game, someone's with a riot shield, okay? I'm getting hysterical, okay? But it's just a joke. You can't play Call of Duty seriously. The only time you can play Call of Duty seriously is when like there's like 5v5, everyone's a pro. Because no one's gonna use all the cheap stuff, because it's literally against the rules to. Okay, here's what I don't understand. Another thing I don't understand.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Pro Call of Duty. Why is it that like in Pro Call of Duty you can't use the rat shield, you can't use the 7.25 shotgun, you can't use all the cheap things, right? Why is it no normal game like that?
Why? I can get right into that. I think a big thing about game companies is that if they want their community to flourish and do better, they need to cooperate with things that are quote legal for like official standpoints. Like for instance, things like say Super Smash Bros. Is a company that does not embrace the legal like tournament aspect of their game. Where in things like Siege, they really do embrace the legal stuff and they tweak their game accordingly. But games like Call of Duty, they don't really care enough about the official aspect of the game, like the tournament style aspect of the game. So they're not going to really trim the content around that. And also because if presented that information, like, hey, this stuff is stupid, we should ban it, they'd be like, well, some people like it, so I think it's a good idea to keep it. But like,
No. Yeah.
realistically, yeah, they just kind of want it as
Yeah.
more options to play the game, and they're not gonna actually fix. They're not gonna.
The
quote,
reason
fix
why
it.
it's in there is because it makes bad players good.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
It lets bad players to be good at the game, which I think is the dumbest mechanic in the world. Okay. Why can't we just have a game? I guess there is CS:GO, but why can't there be more games
CS:GO, yeah.
where there's nothing in the game that makes bad players good? I hate that mechanic. It's literally it makes me so angry.
Mhm.
And I feel like it's in every game now I play. Like Apex Gibraltar for a time. It made bad players good because all you had to do was just freaking aim down sights, throw down your shield, throw down your ult. I hate mechanics that make bad players good.
A big thing I've been playing a lot lately is Sea of Thieves, and I think there is kind of a experience ceiling in that game. Like you have to like a learning curve, because like
Yeah.
you have to actually get good and play the game and experience in order to do well. Like combat experiences, how to drive the boat, how to do different tactics, where to park, things like that. And we've noticed lately that there's been a lot of new players playing because it got added to Xbox Game Pass, and it's also getting added to Steam soon. So a lot of new people are getting the game, and it's been a huge bursting community. But we've noticed that a lot of people who've been playing the game have been really, really soft. As in, like, they play the game and they don't have any combat experience because people are being nice to them or whatever, or treating them nice. So they just, like, they're playing it for a PvE aspect.
Yeah.
And then me and my crew, we roll up on them and just steamroll them, and they're like, that's so mean, why would you sink us? We're like, it's a pirate game, you idiot.
Yeah.
It's a pirate game. So, like, we're steamrolling these dudes just to, like, teach them a lesson, like, hey, you need to watch your ship, or hey, you can't park that far away from the island, or hey, you actually need to kill people in battle. So, like, we've been trying to teach these fools a lesson for so long, and we haven't sunk in months because there's no challenge out there, because people aren't actually playing this game competitively in order to get like viable in a PvP aspect, because you don't technically need it, but once you get that edge, it's, oh my gosh, so nice. And also people are getting so soft in the game from different content additions and things like that, so it's with the next update that's coming out in a couple weeks, they're adding a new PvP faction. So people will actually have an incentive to do PvP. So we're hoping that boosts that perspective of the game, because it is so sad seeing the game and playing the game when nobody has like a fighting spirit at all.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's take a quick break. Let's get a word from our favorite esports player.
Oh, of course. The
that'd be
Clovis League.
Samurai. What's his name?
Samurai SD.
Samurai SD. He's the best, right? Let's get a quick COVID League update.
We welcome you into the Week 5 update of the COVID League. You can watch it on Mixer live at mixer.com/SamuraiSD. But for now, a Week 5 update. We're now halfway through the season officially. 20 games have been played. Over in Baltimore, the Ravens, they beat the Seahawks 37-34. Lamar Jackson throws for over 300 yards in this game. He runs for over 100 as well and throws for 3 touchdowns. Greg Olsen on the Seattle side of the ball still has 10 catches for 156 yards in a losing effort. Over in New Orleans, my Bears had a tough loss. They lose 41-17 against the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees was brilliant, throws for 4 touchdowns. He now has 15 total touchdowns on the year, next to just 1 interception. He's been brilliant. On the Bears side of the ball, meanwhile, Nick Foles throws 5 interceptions. Didn't have an interception thrown in 4 games coming into this one, but that's something the Bears are going to have to fix if they're going to continue on into the playoffs and eventually toward the championship. Over in Arizona, the Chiefs get a 41-34 win over the Cardinals, although they did make it close late. The Chiefs hang on and get their second win of the year. They go to 2-3. Patrick Mahomes, co-player of the week with Drew Brees. Mahomes throws for over 400 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 of them to young receiver Demarcus Robinson. Kyler Murray throws for just under 300 yards and has 2 touchdowns in a losing effort as well. In Tampa Bay, and probably the craziest game of the week, the Packers won it 25-23 over the Buccaneers. Mason Crosby made 6 field goals, but none bigger than the 44-yarder that he made with 4 seconds left in the ballgame that gave the Green Bay Packers their biggest win of this season. If you want to stay up to date on the COVID League, make sure you follow my Instagram, Sam Deuter, SamDeuter. And of course, make sure you're following the Mixer channel, mixer.com/SamuraiSD. Now, back to the show.
All right, we're back. Thank you very much, Sam, for that COVID League, COVID-19 League update. We all love you very much. Keep coming back.
Oh yes, we hope to see the league grow as well as this channel. I mean, we kind of see them as a partner channel right now because
for sure.
Been with us since kind of the beginning. Since our first episode, we spoke of the COVID League, so hope to see both things grow equally. Yeah,
all the best to the COVID League. But anyways, I think this has been the video game podcast. Which I think is going to be a lot of our podcasts, maybe complaining about video games. But I'm not freaking done, okay?
You're not done.
I'm not done with complaining.
Please, complain some more. Okay.
So, another big thing with Call of Duty and video games in general.
Oh, you're still on Call of Duty.
I'm still on Call, and no, I'm more transitioning to video games in general.
Yeah, go for it.
People are going to hear this and just get mad. You know, people always get mad. Fans of games always get mad, right? And I understand that. Like, if you've been playing a game, you really like the game, and you genuinely have a good time playing a game, and someone talks about your game and says what I say, okay, like I just said, oh, all those guys are garbage. Like, you're not real players or whatever. There's no skill in Call of Duty. Like, when you hear someone say that, that would annoy me too.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand. What you gotta understand is your experience or other people's experiences are not like the same as yours, and it's not simply because they're bad. Like, I'm sure, yes, there are people who are they're just bad, and that's why their experience is so miserable. But I'm telling you, everyone that's not everyone. It's possibly everyone. And there's a ton of people out there who, like me, hate Call of Duty. Maddest Matt does not like multiplayer Call of Duty, and for good reason. Multiplayer Call of Duty, in my opinion, sometimes is hot garbage. It's just not a good game.
Yeah.
And mostly because of the players who play it. And
I can give you a lot of games that are horrible because of the fan base and the people who play it.
What is that?
Oh gosh, I mean any large multiplayer game where players have a large amount of control can easily go cancerous. I mean, like,
yeah, but there still are like games like Apex Legends. Like, the people, I think that Apex Legends, the way people play that game isn't that bad. Sometimes I'll run into people and I'm like, oh my god, you're playing like this. You're just staying in a corner and you're not gonna you're not gonna push an obvious push or whatever. You're not gonna do something that everyone else does. Like, it's like, okay.
Or like I've been playing a lot of Smash lately, and I love the whole Smash Bros series, and I've been playing online recently. And like, you're playing for your soul in that, because like if you lose your ranking, you go way down. You have to win and go to get points, whatever. But like, if you fight someone and they're being super annoying or whatever, and they're doing cheap stuff, but then every time they kill you, they taunt on you.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
My
gosh.
Yeah,
you know the feeling. That's like Call of Duty.
Yes, or like they don't even taunt you, and it's a good match, and you're like, whatever. And then at the very end, they send up. You can there's like preset messages you can send, and they send the message, that was rough. Oh,
yeah.
Nothing makes me so angry. Oh gosh. So I rematch them immediately, and I have to whip them because I just get furious at them because of that.
Yeah.
But things like
probably another thing that's got me.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Another thing that's like got me so heated is I've started like when I play like cyber attacks, like search and destroy, right? So like most use of the time, everyone's on comms, right?
Yeah.
So you can hear the enemy team between rounds, and then it's classic Call of Duty, you know, which is another great thing about Modern Warfare. It brings back, the classic Call of Duty trash talk between rounds, right?
Yeah.
Which is a great and a bad. It's a good and a bad thing because it's very nostalgic. And it's fun to a point of sometimes it's just ridiculous, man. Like, I get that that's how Call of Duty is, and then if you disagree with that, fans like, oh come on, man, what are you, a wimp? Like, what are you can't trash talk like everybody else? It's like, dude, like, it doesn't have to be this way. You know what I mean?
We don't have to live these lives.
There's tons of other games where I think it's because Call of Duty, there's so many people playing it, like, you just get so many, it's like impossible not make it that way, but there's plenty of other games that just aren't that toxic, man. Like there's so many, like it's just so. I understand how the internet and why the internet is the way that it is, but it doesn't have to be this toxic.
I think
Can
it's
we- all our
think,
gamers, can we just live in peace?
I
and
definitely
love?
think it has to be about how games are branded. Like if you're playing a first-person shooter and you're like pitted against other people, and like you're not gonna be able to see that again, and you can trash talk them as much
Yeah.
as you want with no consequences. I mean, yeah. But
But here's the thing.
yeah.
Like in Apex, when I get down to a final circle, most of the time I have huge respect for the people I'm playing against,
Mhm.
right? It definitely and in ranked. So I was in ranked season 3. I made it to diamond. So when you're playing diamond rank, you're playing against people who are like they're
Good.
really good.
They're good, yeah.
really good, and there's actually not a lot of them to begin with. So it's like it takes a while to find your lobbies. So you're playing against people who are usually like pretty respectable, unless they're dashboarding, which means they're cheating and getting their way up there. But
That's stupid.
moderately rare. But like when I got into a final circle, I respected every single team. I didn't like have any hatred or like it just feels like I didn't have a desire to say some toxic thing to the end game teams I was playing against. I had like a respect, like, oh, this feels like a competition. Like I feel like I'm like playing the esport. I feel like I'm in the tournament, like in a tournament right now, and I have respect for all the like in real sports. I felt like a respect for all the people I'm going up against, even though I think I'm gonna beat them. But
Yeah.
it didn't feel like Call of Duty where it's like, oh, now
Now you're
that
gonna
guy just
get
took me-
absolutely
gotta-
I
gotta yell at this guy.
Well,
It's like, this guy's worthless.
I definitely agree that it depends on the game and the environment. Like if I'm playing Smash Bros, it is
Mhm.
horribly frowned upon to taunt against somebody. Like that's so ignorant. But if I'm playing Sea of Thieves and I absolutely destroy some absolute idiot, you full know that I'm gonna go on proxy chat and yell at this man, or I'm gonna blast some soundboard buttons through this man's ears, because literally why not? And it's a pirate game. It's made for attacking people and stealing their loot. So like you.
Yeah.
And honestly, a lot of times we do it so that they get angry, so they do come back because we want to fight them again.
Trolling.
Well, trolling, and we just want the thrill of the fight because we know we're not gonna lose.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
games like
I
that for
respect
sure.
trolling. I understand that. It's fun. It's fun to because there's been a couple times where I go on, I get killed, and I go on, put the riot shield on, and go for the match. Okay, I go for the riot. I'm trying to make people mad.
You
But
go
it
full out
feel-
sweat mode, yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it feels like every game there's someone like just trying to get you mad, and I get it's just a video game. You shouldn't get mad, but I have to agree with Ninja at this time.
Oh gosh.
Usually I hate Ninja, but Ninja's right, man.
Is he?
No,
And
he's not.
What is he right
Absolutely not.
about?
No, Ninja's stupid. No, I don't know. What do you say where he's like,
It was never
where-
just a game.
it's never just a game or something like that. Some stupid thing. That made me mad just hearing that.
Oh,
Bro,
Ninja.
Ninja's
gosh.
not even good.
I can't.
I,
I,
talk about Ninja too. I freaking hate Ninja.
I
dude.
can't trash talk Ninja because I've never watched any of his things ever. So I have no.
Dude, okay, here's the thing. You played Fortnite, pal. Okay? I don't
Strike
care what
one.
game you play
Strike
now.
one.
There's no coming back from Fortnite. Okay? I don't care how good of a game Fortnite is or was.
Do they still play it? Does anybody still play that?
I mean, I was just watching a video today about how Fortnite's like doing really bad right now. Not like bad as in like amount of people playing it, but like what streamers playing it.
Gotcha.
Like no one
It's-
likes it.
It's just not getting
but-
coverage anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, there's like no one likes what's being done in that game. Apparently, I don't want to like speak for real Fortnite players, but like apparently like they're making it for kids more. So it's like just there's like they're adding in a bunch of stuff that makes it. But my point is it's always been for kids, bruv. Okay,
Yeah.
like I never understood the craze. Like I don't like the freaking art style of the game. It's for kids. Okay, it's for kids. Been kids from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I never understood the craze. Okay, like I understand that like it came out at the perfect time. It was basically a perfected version of Battle Royale. But like, dude, it's such like a it's
Yeah.
just stupid. There's so many stupid mechanics in that just for kids. It's
No, I
dumb.
agree.
It's just a stupid game.
That's why I could never really get into it. I never even actually tried to play. I mean, it's probably something I should eventually try one day, but I think I would never forgive myself if I did.
I played a couple of games because it's free.
Yeah, that's fair.
I never had fun though. It was about like 2 seconds. Like, here's what happened. I played. I was like, wow, this is actually really fun. Then someone built like a giant freaking base around me, and I was like, oh
Cool.
yeah, there's building in this game.
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's
Oh, yeah.
building.
I forgot. This building. I don't understand. I don't understand building.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. It's stupid.
I love those
It-
edits where people like build straight up in the air, and it's just ridiculous how fast they did it. I just don't think any use of that is fun.
There's no skill.
It's not skill either.
You're good at building. You're not good at shooting. What are you good at? It's just like I like when like I agree with Dr. Disrespect. Like in PUBG, like you gotta if you're getting shot at, you either die or you turn on them and you shoot, man, or you run back and forth or something.
Yeah.
I don't
There's
know.
not a
You
lot of
don't
options
build.
you have.
Yeah,
but
it's
yeah.
way more skillful. It's way more
Yeah.
athletic. I know PUBG freaking sucks anyways, but at least there's that.
PUBG. I remember when Apex Legends came out, and you said that I would never have to play PUBG again if I played some Apex Legends with you. So I played some Apex, and I love it so much more than PUBG.
Dude, Apex, I stand by it. Apex is the best battle royale ever
Yeah.
released.
As-
Even though I've hated on it, no matter how much I've hated on it, it's still the best battle royale ever.
I disagree. My favorite battle royale is Tetris 99, because let me tell you, that is a
Or Minecraft.
masterpiece. Tetris 99. Oh, and Hunger Games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tetris
I'm not
99
talking
is
like
so good.
like if we're talking like feelings like actually Apex is still probably my favorite, but like you have Minecraft Hunger Games, dude. Let's be real, dude. Like
Let's be
that
real.
was-
That
that
brings
was
me
the
back.
origin of Battle. Dude, it was so much fun. So much fun. And then also being real, like beginning of PUBG, so much fun.
Mhm.
Like no matter how bad the game was, it was just like first of its kind. It was a blast.
We had so much fun playing that game, like riding on motorcycles and doing flips
Yeah.
and stuff, or like shooting
So
our
much
teammates in the
fun.
back of the head.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah.
PUBG is a fun game, but it sucks.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I wish I would have played it on PC, because I'm sure
Yeah.
it's a lot more fun on PC, especially with things like Proxy, because Proxy makes
When I
games
get a
so much
PC,
better.
when I get a PC, I will revisit PUBG. I'm gonna revisit PUBG. I'll come back to it and play it. But yeah. But Apex, like from a design standpoint, like every aspect, like game style, story, characters, weapons,
Yeah, it's
movement,
got
like
it's got so much lore.
yeah, everything. And I think that it also is the best. It has the most potential for esports
Yeah, I can see that
compared to any other
for sure.
battle royale, because there's RNG, but
I really do like me a game with rich backstory. Like if the world is built
Yeah.
really, really well and it's got really good world building, I respect that so much. I mean,
yeah,
games
that's why I like Halo a lot.
like Halo, Skyrim,
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves. I mean, even Smash Bros has lore. Like, and I think it's so cool when they build that story so well.
Yeah.
I was watching a Polygon video the other day where Brian David Gilbert, he read all of the books in Skyrim, and he's like, basically had to summarize the books in order to see like, hey, should you read these? And he's like, no, don't read them. But there's so much unnecessary story in here, like
Yeah.
background history, myths, things like that like
yeah.
you wouldn't expect to be in a game like this. And there's like a whole new like
Yeah,
side
like
of
those- the
Skyrim that you
surprise
don't even
ones.
have to use. Like you don't even have to read any of this to get the story or anything.
Yeah.
But, like there's so much more you can get out of the whole universe just because of reading it, and that's I don't know. I
Yeah.
like that's really really neat.
Yeah, I didn't read. I usually don't read like a lot of the lore stuff, but the first game I noticed I was reading lore, and some people have said doesn't have like a ton of lore, is Doom 2016. I
Yeah.
actually started like reading,
You were telling me all about
Like, a
that the
lot
other
of the
day.
stuff.
Yeah.
and the Doom. It's very simple, but it just makes you feel like a badass just because of reading the lore. Like you're reading all the stories, and it's about you, the character, the
Just
player,
especially
the
like
Doom
your
guy.
origin story and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just like, dang, like this guy's hardcore, man. And that's why I think like it's one of the things is the lore, the simple just they put in like a ton of like descriptions of everything. The simple addition
yeah.
of that
Yeah.
made you seem it made it seem so much cooler. And that's another thing Apex has going for it. It has like, and PUBG tried to add lore, and I was excited for the lore. Way back when I was playing PUBG, I was excited to have lore for that game. But it finally came out, and it's not even that good. I don't even know what it is, but it's boring. And PUBG is such a missed opportunity. We could talk about that too, but it's such a missed opportunity.
I remember watching the movie that PUBG is based on. Oh gosh,
That's
what's
a
it called?
great movie.
What is it called?
Battle Royale. It was something, Battle Royale, right?
It's called Battle Royale, I think. Yeah. But that is such a good movie, and if they
Oh,
would have,
man.
if they would have based PUBG on something like that and actually
It
used a
was.
story from that, it was. Well, is it actually like? Well, I mean, I know it's based on it, but I'm saying like,
it's based on it, but they didn't take the lore from it.
if they could have
It's
got like
based.
this,
Based
based
on
on what?
Yeah.
I'm saying if they got that movie and they based
Well, that's
it.
where the pan is for all the weapons, like all the
all
melee
the
weapons. are
pan
from
stuff,
that
but they
movie.
mind you, they got that wrong though. It's supposed to be the lid.
Yeah.
But if they actually used background from
The
that
story.
and included characters and used the story, I think it would have
Yeah,
been a
that'd
much
be
better
cool.
game.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't even know what it is. It's something to do with. I don't even want to try to explain what it is. 'Cause I don't even
No.
know what it is. But
No.
I. That's another thing that like Fortnite did well. Another reason why Fortnite had such good like as soon as they got players in,
Yeah.
which as soon as they got players in, they were to keep them there with, in my opinion, is crappy lore, but they kept them there with in-game events. Like they like forwarded the game. It made it feel like you're playing part of the story or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I mean, no matter how good or bad it is, but I mean, they had a lore, I guess. But and then PUBG when Fortnite was doing this, Fortnite was the first to do like in-game events. I feel like
Disagree.
like no, like during you're playing the game live, and like the map like changed or whatever.
Oh,
it
I
was.
guess.
An in-game event. I don't really know how to. It's an in-game event, Like other games do that, but I feel like Fortnite.
You're
was the
saying
first to do that.
like it starts out like a regular game, but like things will shift and move as you're in there.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
It's like the black hole thing. Remember?
I do know about the. Yeah.
Got deleted for 2 days or whatever. That was the best 2 days of my life. No Fortnite or whatever.
That was the best 2
So
days
nice.
of my life. I remember sitting in
It
my,
was more than 2 days. It was like no one could
It was a
play
while.
Fortnite.
I was sitting in my dorm and I saw that happened, and I
Event,
looked
which
over at
is,
my
like,
roommate and I was
honestly
like,
a genius
yeah.
PR review because like that was in Fortnite. It was going stale or whatever, and they came out Fortnite 2.
Oh gosh.
Fucking hate those guys. I hate Epic. I hate them so much. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's for kids, dude. Fortnite 2, are you serious? It's the same game. They're scamming all of you. You're all sheep.
Hey, just saying, if they said Fortnite 2 Electric Boogaloo, I would have played it. I would have played it. That's a.
Everyone's like, it's not the same game. You can do so many different things.
It's the same game. It's the
It's the
same
same
game.
game, okay? Let's not kid ourselves here, okay? And they released the map. I'm like, dude, this just looks like it's like a new map. It's like this is the same thing. No, it looks completely different. It's the same.
It looks
It's the
totally
same.
different. No, no.
No, it's the same thing, man. What the heck? And honestly, that's why I told myself when the new Call of Duty came out.
we need to get a Fortnite expert in here and talk to them in the podcast because I really want to hear the other side. I don't know anybody. I do know people who play Fortnite.
Well, Matt, who plays ton of Apex with me, he played Fortnite.
Didn't
I
Devo
don't
play
know-
Fortnite?
No, Devo didn't play Fortnite. Devo played PUBG with me.
Yeah.
No, Matt played Fortnite. For I don't know how much, but Matt has always defended Fortnite. And
Really? Okay, I'd love to hear his opinion then.
Yeah, I don't want to like put words in his mouth or anything, but he's always
No.
defended Fortnite. But it's freaking Fortnite, okay? I can't get it's for kids, man.
Yeah.
It's for kids. It's stupid.
I think there's a
It's
big
just
difference
stupid.
between what the game is branded for and like who plays it though. I mean, like Sea of Thieves for instance is marketed for kids, but I mean like it's a ruthless game, bloodthirsty
What is?
people.
I'm sorry.
Sea of
What?
Thieves. It's targeted for kids. Like it's rated like quote E for everyone or whatever. And
Yeah, I mean you could argue every video game is targeted for kids because like the number one audience.
I don't know. I mean like
Well, no, not every video
like
game.
Call of Duty isn't targeted for kids, but
Yeah,
a
but
lot
kids
of
still play it.
but kids still play it. Exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah, I don't know.
how it's targeted and who plays it is a very
Yeah,
like
you're
the
right.
actual demographic is very different. I think
Yeah, that's true.
Fortnite isn't technically targeted for kids, even though the art style and everything is very childlike. But
No, it's targeted for kids. All this new stuff they add is for people who aren't good at the game, which is kids.
that's fair, I guess.
Like when someone adds something that's not good for games, my thought is, oh, this is for a kid.
Mm.
Like the riot shield, man. That's easy, man. A kid's gonna use that. If you're a full-grown adult and you're using a riot shield in Call of Duty, I don't even want to say what I think should happen.
I don't even
okay?
want
I don't even want to have to say what I think is what I think about you. Okay? I'm not even gonna say what I think about you. It's not even worth it. Makes me so freaking mad. Even though it shouldn't make me mad. It's just a game, right?
it was never just a game.
It's just a game.
I like to say that our first podcast without a guest, it has been very specific to one topic. I wouldn't say ranty, but like we've been
Yeah, it's
very.
ranty.
I'd say ranty, I guess. You're right. But it's been very consistent on our one topic. We definitely bounce around a lot more and actually have more of a structure.
I
think,
mean,
when we have
honestly, like
people with.
I like complaining about this stuff, but I also don't like complaining about stuff. But I don't because I don't want to seem like
you
an
said
asshole.
that first episode. You're like, I don't want to seem the guy who complains about
Yeah.
everything, but
I've got mixed feelings. I like complaining, but I don't like complaining because I get it. I get it, man. You like Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I get it.
and I
Alright,
mean, there's a
but
lot of people
you
who won't
listen to
change their
this-
mind about things
Listen
either.
to this. Listen to this podcast. You're like, but I used to riot shoot. I used to riot shoot, mate. What do you mean? What do you mean? I get it. All right, I understand where you're coming from, but here's what I'm gonna ask you to do. If you're listening to this podcast and you use the riot shoot, what I'm
Oh
gonna ask you to do. Well, number one, unsubscribe right now.
No,
Number two,
don't
number
do
two,
it.
Go to your Xbox and uninstall Call of Duty and throw your Xbox in the trash, because that's where you belong. All right? Nah, but just kidding. People.
You can't see me
people-
right now, but I'm that emoji with like the wide eyes and the blushed face, like the.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but not for I get that's the reason why I don't like ranting is I feel like people who disagree, I don't want to hurt their feelings, and I don't mean any of this seriously. Again, it's just a game.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It's just a game.
I've got nothing else to add. If you've got anything else you want to finish off with, we are at about 30 minutes.
I don't know. Give us your thoughts. If you're listening to this, give us your thoughts on this type of format. I'm totally down not to do any more rants for video games. I'm totally
Yeah.
down for that. But if you want to hear more, I have plenty more planned.
For sure. Yeah, this is definitely a test run for more of a, I guess, topic-oriented discussion. Ranty,
Yeah.
topic-oriented discussion without
No,
any
but there's
guests.
also we could talk about more positive stuff. Like we can talk about how good the Clone Wars TV show is, or we can talk about how good
anything.
we can talk about good stuff. I have plenty of positive stuff that I can talk about how much I love, like Star Wars: A New Hope. You
Sure,
know?
for sure.
Good stuff. I don't know. But all right, yeah, this has been the Real Talk Podcast. Leave a like if you enjoy the content, or subscribe. Peace.